Fellas, you hear the music, you know what's going on. Today, we have the OUBL tournament that I've been hyping up on stream for such a long time now. AKA like 3 days, but that's fine. I'm gonna give you the lowdown on how this is gonna work. So, the rules of this tournament. You can bring any two of the OUBL from this very catered and specific list that I created. It starts off with my boy Palafin the Hero. Then we have Lugia, Annihilate, Zamazenta. We got Terraria Ogrepon without the Terra, for whatever that's worth. Solgaleo, Regieleki, Iron Bundle, Archaludon, Baxcalibur, Roaring Moon, Ursaluna Blood Moon, Gouging Fire, and finally Landorus Incarnate Form. All these guys are banned from the OU metagame, but we're here today to find out, can any of these guys fit in somewhat decently right now into the OU game? And I'm going to be honest, a lot of these guys are never coming back. Like Bundle and Bex, hell no. But is Solgaleo that broken? Is Palafin that broken? Is yeah, I guess most of the other guys are pretty damn broken, but that is what we're here to determine. And I have a bunch of my friends playing with me today. We are hosting this 8-man intensity tournament with Blunder, Fuliciel, Nat, the final person, which is actually me, because our last guy had to step out, but 3D, Halam, Ima, and Elodin to wrap up the bracket. These are some of the best players in Smogon tournaments and on Pokemon Showdown right now, and it's going to be a hell of a time to see what they come up with, what we're building, the crazy text that we're going to use, and yeah, it's going to be a ton of fun. A lot of these guys also do have YouTube channels, so they'll all be in the description below this video. Make sure to check them out, show them some love, and yeah, this will be an awesome time. Also link the Smogon profiles of the people that aren't actually on YouTube or anything like that, so you can give them a follow if they interest you or they seem pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, this should be a lot of fun. Round one, we're going to start off with Blunder versus Fuliciel, me versus Nat, 3D versus Halam, and Ima versus Elodin. The first series we recorded is Ima versus Elodin, and then me versus Nat. It is a best of one, but you can choose to Gentleman's best of three if you so choose. That's fine if they want. I'm going to leave that up to them because it's their time, and I'm very thankful for them for volunteering to do this. It should be a lot of fun though, and we'll check it out soon. Make sure to take care. Shoutouts my members. I appreciate the love and support you guys show, and also to everybody else watching that supports my videos by liking, subscribing, commenting, or even just watching the videos. I appreciate you all, and I'm very thankful for the position I'm in. But without further ado, let's get into game number one, Ima versus Elodin. Alright, what is going on? We have game one of my... Oh, Jesus Christ. Of my OU ban list, aka Ubers that we think could be balanced. No, not balanced, but maybe testable in overused. And today we have my friend Ima as Blonded versus my friend Elodin as Elodin. And it is a Sun versus Rain matchup. So the two OUBLs are Gouging Fire and Landorus normal form on Ima's side, and then on Elodin's side, he's got Iron Bundle and Archaludon. So this is going to be very interesting, and I'm very excited for this. It's not looking good for Ima, though. This bundle is actually about to kill everything. Okay, it's Speed Booster, so expended the Speed Booster quite early. But yeah, this tournament should be a lot of fun. We should see... Oh my god, what the... Oh, Jesus Christ. I would just disrespects Freeze Dry from Bundle completely. Goes for a Draco on the Hydro Pump meant to catch the Hatterene or the Ninetales. Oh, this is a damn disaster if I've ever seen one. But now he gets to bring his Rain up, which gets cancelled, obviously, but then you can just bring it back in with a U-turn from Ogrepon or something like that. Alright. Pelipper comes back in. Hat comes back in, looking to eject out, presumably, but Pelipper could just U-turn here, I believe. Or Weather Ball. 21%. That actually seems like quite a bit. But now you have to U-turn here again. This is the most shameless game mode of all time, by the way. Both bringing... instantly bringing weather. Oh, if this is AV Arch, I could see it eating a Specs Draco, but I don't know from Special Attack Wake. It might just get blown up. This looks like a complete disaster for my boy Loden. Yeah, I don't think Arch, as good as it is able to take the Specs Draco from a Special Attack Wake. But it actually could be Scarf Wake on that. That's a really nice double from a Loden now. Okay, and Lando can't really touch Pelipper, which is kind of funny. So now Loden gets a free U-turn here as well. Guess they'll bring Ogerpon in, then double back to Pelipper, I presume. If you're knockoff though, you do knock off the eject button from Hat. Alright, I like this. Get your weather back up, for sure. I would actually just like hard switch treads here or something like that, because you don't want it to eject into Specs Wake, which is still a threat in rain. Okay. They're going to continue this dance for a while until someone breaks the cycle, which it looks like Ima does do. Oh, Power Whip catching that Walking Wake for a lot of damage. So this definitely is Scarf Walking Wake. Okay, catching the Draco is a big deal too. That Draco still does a ridiculous amount of damage though. Oh, great knock. Yo, Loden's playing this fantastic after the start. Okay, force the Hat to Healing Wish ASAP. Brings Wake back in. Now Treads is able to switch in. Oh, it's taking too much though. I don't think it can. Yeah, definitely can't Rocks up. Oh, really lucky miss. But I mean, there was 4 Dracos used in total. Oh, those Rocks up was such a big deal, actually. Loden's feeling himself a little bit, doing some trolling. It is very late in Brazil currently as we are recording this game. Okay, Ogerpon comes back in. What does Ima do here? This actually looks really tough for him now. Like, this rain up makes Ogerpon such a beast. Oh my god, he clicks Swords Dance, but this looks like Iron Press. So he's actually not going to care about that Swords Dance. If you Ivy Cudgel instead, I think that's the better play. 1 OUBL down, 2 standing. Gouging in Lando. Yeah, he's scared of that crit. Is it gonna do it? Ooh, it doesn't. Okay, 54. Quite a lot of damage. I guess you just take this trade now as Ogerpon. Oh, he gets the crit. I think... Actually, I don't know if that... It might not matter. I'm not sure. It's looking tough. Ludicolo, major threat though. With rain up, it would just clean house. But Walking Wake is able to chew this hit with the 4 times resist. Yep. That is quite a bit. I think you have to go Arch here. Oh, you just let... Oh, wait. You can Giga this up. Oh, he dodges leaves. Oh, it's tough out here for Loden. He did get the Draco miss earlier and another one missed. 2 out of 7 Dracos. The math ain't mathin'. But now you get a free U-turn. You get a free Weather Ball, honestly. Oh my god. 3 out of 8 Dracos missed. What a crazy game. Alright. Big Boss Arch is in. Let's see if it does anything. Dragon Pulse for 46. Really? Jesus. But Pelipper is super giga free on Zai every time now. You can just knock this out. Wake back in. The big threat. You gotta sack Ludicolo or Pelipper here. Which means rain is gone forever now. It's a big deal. You would just... Oh, you can't even Weather Ball because Ninetale's gonna live this. Oh, you have Hydro Pump as well. Alright. Okay. Arch is about to boost up here. Let's see what happens. Is Ninetales just gonna encore this into Electroshot and it's game over? Yep. And then Lando into Gouging Fire should always be able to win this endgame. Terra Fire Weather Ball. Crit knocks it out. It was probably AV Arch, so it lives one, but doesn't even matter. What what an insane first game to have with that turn one. He said on to game 2, but it's best of 1, my boy. It's too late for my mans. Alright. They gentlemen to a best of 3. In a loaded stall with Lugia and Terrapagos? Wait, hold on. I need to log on my main account. Give me a sec. Alright. This is the funniest thing ever to me. Alright, so Ima's choice are Lugia and Baxcalibur. Some big threats, especially abusing Sticky Web. Alodin's choice are Terrapagos and Lugia. Ima has never played against the Terrapagos. Unless... Actually, I guess Terrapagos was legal and overused for a tiny bit of time. Alright, Terrapagos gets Rocks up. Pretty cool that niche that it does have. It's a Rocks and a Spinner. Goldango Nasty Plots. Is the thing about a Psyshock can win the game? That's my question right now. Okay, it's not Psyshock. Forces in Great Tusk. Alright, alright. Alright, Great Tusk does 5% to Lugia, and by doing my math, without multi-scale up, Ice Spinner is doing roughly, let's see, 50 power, Ice Spinner would be with 60 power. So Ice Spinner is doing like 30% to this beast. Oh, it's Calm Mind? Wait, this could actually just win straight up with like a Terra Fairy or something. Oh my god. What's gonna happen? Loading is pure evil for this, by the way. Forcing a best of 3 and then bringing Lugia stall has me dead. Okay. Doesn't tear early, good. Don't never exhaust early in order to bring in the backs. Or the Dozo, I mean. Because that Dozo is a pretty decent counter to backs back in the day. People did use Terra Dragon Glaive Rush, which could 2-hit KO, I believe, with Adamant Life Orb or Choice Band. So that's going to be Ima's way out to Scale Shot or Glaive Rush into Dozo, keep it chipped down. Although Bax wasn't around when Wheezing was around. And Wheezing is able to burn it through Thermal Exchange, but I believe the way Thermal Exchange works, if you get burned without your ability, and then you come back in, you should lose the burn if you're not facing a Wheezing. I will say, I did not expect the stall bring from anyone. What did he even replace? He replaced Corviknight with Lugia. That's your steel type, though. Alright, show us the new Glamora sprite, by the way. Looks very sick. Looks much better than the Scuff sprite that I had. Wheezing is not an answer to Glamora, so that's dying. Yep. Okay. That was interesting. It's unfortunately looking like a swift 2-0 dispatch by my boy Ima onto load. The nice thing about this power Glamora set versus stall in general is that you are able to Mortal Spin and then beat things like Blissey by just spamming Meteor Beam. Yeah, that, like, look how much damage that does, bro. And his only move is Flamethrower? Okay. He did recognize the line that theoretically you should wall Glamora with your Gliscor with Protect. Although, yeah, if you're Earthquake at least, you should be fine. Okay, gets a spike up. Very crazy. Is it gonna Toxic take this trade? I think you need to make some progress here. Yep. Goes for the Gliscor Terra. And now you can spam spikes. Actually, Loaded might just win this game off of that. This was an incredibly grimy bring, but I understand it. You can't go down you can't go down 1-0 sad in the tournament like this with extremely high stakes, aka clout. Okay, oh, went for the skill swap there, which you can apparently do versus Terra Shell. Now all these hazards up, but it's not like Elodin has a spin blocker. Yeah, so it's an interesting spin utility set. He uses Cynoise because he doesn't know that this thing doesn't have a recovery move. Oh, this thing might have Earth Power. In fact, ooh, if this connects an Earth Power, alright. Makes sense. I think Elodin might be Knock on Gliscor, not Earthquake. It's interesting. Okay, we're about to find out. Yep, it's Knock. That means Glamora actually does wall it. Glamora might still win this game, but I'm not sure. Oh, Thunderbolt into Dozo really sets up Excalibur. Just not having a good time. Alright. You know, Ima's matchup into this stall in particular is actually quite decent. Now you can just fire one, make it rain, just to see the damage. Force a soft boil, and then you can just switch out into Glamora every single time. And now you know your Glamora is able to set up versus Gliscor, so Elodin needs to have fast Lugia in order to beat it. Also, this Bax just wins on the spot, I think. Oh my god. Yeah, how does he stop Bax? He's got to Toxic it, but this is Scale Shot Loaded Dice, Excalibur. Okay, Gliscor eats that much better than I thought, but still doing way too much. Loki, I wonder if the only play was to knock the dice and go for a 2-hit. You know, but I think it's over regardless. All right, let's see if Lugia is someone who likes to do something. Nope. Yeah, I don't think Terapagos fits on stall, unfortunately. Let's see if this Lugia is able to eat and roost up. Doesn't look. Oh wait, no. Gliscor already used Terra. All right, that's round 1 over. I'm a 2-0 versus a Elodin. Thank you for playing, my boy Load. Unfortunately, things did not go your way, but it was a very entertaining first set. Alright, so I have my boy Ima here, the first blood victor versus my boy Elodin, and we're going to do a quick little interview just to gauge his perception of these Ubers that he brought with him and the ones he faced. How'd you feel about this? You had a crazy matchup game 1 that you probably should have lost. But that insane read turn 1 with the Draco won you that game. But how'd you feel about using your Ubers and facing Elodins?
Well, I literally told like everybody in the chat what I was gonna bring.
Yeah, you did say you were gonna bring
I literally said I was gonna bring Sun, except I didn't bring Roaring Moon. I brought Landers because I thought Roaring Moon was too much. I need Landers on this team.
You need some heat on the team, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and also gave me U-turn with
True.
Yeah. So I was like, fuck it. But I mean, I think he loaded you anyway because he brought Rain. But you know, that turn 1, we stay flexing.
Yeah. Major flex wins the game on the spot. All right, but yeah, we're back. Yeah, I mean, I guess Bundle did fry you, except you made that insane turn 1 read, and Bundle ended up doing nothing and dying turn 1. But let's move on to game 2. How'd you feel about game 2?
game two, Elodin was like, "Yo, let's play game two," and I was like, "Bro, I don't even have a team yet." So I got some webs on my builder. It
You
had
changed
Latios.
2 mods.
Yeah, it had Latios and like a Dragon Knight, and I was like, "Wait, Baxcalibur is broken. I should bring that." And I can literally use Lugia, which is Latios on steroids.
Yeah.
Literally, Calm Mind, Recover, Flying Stab.
Dude, you know what I was thinking? When he had +1 Lugia versus Bax, what if he just like Terra Fairy'd and just Aero Blasted? Could he have just won on the spot potentially?
Oh wait, which turn was it?
This was turn 8. He swaps out into Dozo versus Bax, but he has a +1 Lugia with +2 special defense. I feel like if you Terra Fairy or Aero Blast, you're doing like 60 to Bax probably, like 70, and then you could just
Yeah.
kind of cook, right? Because you can't scale shot and speed up versus it.
Yeah, I don't know what Terra he is though. Mine is Steel because I didn't want to get toxic. Thank God it was. Um, yeah, mine was also Psychic Noise, so I'm pretty sure mine 1v1. Loki.
Oh, actually, it probably did, now that I think about it, because he would be
Yeah.
Psyshock Aeroblast, and you would be, like, Calm Mind Steel with Psy Noise, yeah. And you would pressure him out for sure.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
this was a really funny game, too, though. I don't think there was much he could do after Weezing gets dropped by Meteor Beam.
I don't know why he did that.
Yo, he was actually kind of cooked by Meteor Beam Glimora. That was low-key the MVP. Like, it forced a lot of things out. Yeah.
All Glamora does against Blissey, you just mortal spin it and then
you spam beam. Yep. But yeah, thank you for joining me for game 1. Congrats on the victory, and we'll see you for round 2, buddy. Thank you. Peace. All right, for the second matchup, it's going to be me versus Nat. Nat is a very well-known and well-respected SVOU player. She's also starting a channel, and she's going to do a lot of ladder content as well. If you're interested in stuff like that, make sure to check it out. And I'm also going to be doing a ladder session with her where we can go more into depth of what that's going to be. But basically, I'm bringing Teleport Solgaleo Trick Room with double Ursaluna, which I think should be a lot of fun. But honestly, I wouldn't mind a round 1 exit to focus on commentating. Originally, it wasn't going to be me in this slot, but you know, I'm down to step up to the plate and enter in as needed, and it should create some hype to run with these guys. Ursaluna Blood Moon, insane Pokemon, by the way, and it should be very, very interesting to see how that goes. But yeah, I will catch you for the game begin, and I'll probably be commentating as it goes. All right, so we have me versus Nat right now. Nat's Ubers of choice are Palafin and Gouging Fire on an extreme hyper-offensive team. And then I'm running Grimy Trick Room on the other hand. That looks really good for me. This should be pretty crazy. Alright. Iron Crown is unfortunately a fantastic lead into Hat, but that's why we got Solgaleo the boss to start Trick Rooming up. Alright. We don't mind this. We don't mind this, gang.
I do not lie about my thickness, buddy.
Alright, goes for a flip turn 1. I actually don't know that damage spread, like what that reveals about Nat's Palafin, but we'll find out. Looks like Choice Band. Alright, now we can teleport out, because that's the whole point of bringing a boss like Solgaleo. Looks like Boots? Bridging Bolt, maybe? Could be like a Scarf even, because that did way too little to a beast, a hunk of a mon like this. Got all the bros watching. Am I cheating with double Ursaluna, by the way? I did challenge an anything goes for this purpose, but I'm not sure. Alright, now we bring in the boss, Ursaluna Blood Moon with Chopo Berry, so we should always trade into this perfectly. We're just gonna Blood Moon right now. Do we Terra? Like, do we just say, fuck it, let's just Terra? Is that insane? Do we need a defensive Terra for anything is the question, I guess. Honestly, probably. So I probably shouldn't do this, but we're about to see some crazy damage right now. Oh, it's Sash Great Tusk. Nice, nice. Okay, okay. That's a nice set for the purposes of this video. Now we're gonna go for Hyper Voice, and then we can maybe claim one more kill here. Focus Sash Great Tusk for the Ursaluna is so funny, by the way. I respect that. I respect that. Alright, Raging Bolt is in. I think we just rip another Blood Moon. Is that actually stronger? So you have a 33% boost from Terra. Blood Moon is 210 power with Stab, and then with 33% of that, it's like 280. So it's still... No, it's stronger. It's definitely stronger. Okay, we're just gonna rip him the hit. Oh, it's AV Bolts! Oh my god, I'm so lucky at best. Either way, we're just gonna send out an Earth Power and see what's up. Unfortunately, that miss does suck a lot. Let's see. I'm down to bring Hat in here. Does Volt come out if I go my own Ursaluna? Maybe I should go my own Ursaluna. Yeah, I don't mind going my own Ursaluna here, because we want to prevent this Volt switch if possible. Yeah, this is has been a very fortunate game for me to get all this chip on Raging Bolt. Because that thing being AV was actually a major deal to counter my Ursaluna Blood Moon that can just come back in later. Alright, Iron Crown in. That is a ridiculous amount of damage. God, I kind of want to lose this game, but can't lie. But the real play is to just go Slow King and Trick Room again. Unfortunately. Yeah, now we set up that Trick Room because we do counter Iron Crown unintentionally. Now we could just go for a little bit of chip on this. See how much Side Shock does. 42? What the hell? Is that for real? We could still get swept by Gouging Fire though. You can never count that man out. Yeah, Gouging Fire could definitely be an imminent threat. I think we just, if Gouging came in, we just Hard Hat and Healing Wish. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the most devious teams I've ever created. And I think it's definitely cheating having the double Ursaluna, so I think I'm gonna DQ myself, in fact, regardless of match result. Alright, we're gonna go... Hat here. No, I don't like Hat there. Kinda like Ursaluna there. Actually, no, I don't mind Hat. Let's go Hat. Alright, double into Palafin. I am going to go ahead and Healing Wish. Alright. We bring Ursaluna back in, the beast. And Blood Wound should just knock out something right now. Yeah, I mean, maybe this guy was too much to add to... Like, when you have guys like Gouging Fire, they don't even compare to a beast like Ursaluna Blood Moon. Like, this Pokemon is redonkulous, you know? It's like, why is it randomly a little bit faster than normal Ursaluna as well? But even though I'm going to DQ myself, there's still a chance I lose this because Palafin exists, Gouging Fire exists. Those are major, major threats. Alright, what do we do here? Do we sack Solgaleo? It's not bad, right? We could also sack Slowking. Do we eat a Choice Band Wave Crash? Wait, we easily eat this. Are you kidding me? Is this a real Pokemon? What? No, this can't be right. Choice Band. Oh wait, this is baby form. Okay, that makes way more sense. It's like a giga roll for us to live. I'm just gonna go for this trade. Alright. Alright, Gouging comes in. How much is this gonna take from Hyper Voice? Oh my god, ridiculous amount. A ridiculous amount. We're just gonna Hyper Voice. I'm actually surprised we didn't eat that, in complete honesty. Alright. And we're gonna Trick Room. Okay. So this is Morning Sun. We actually can hard Ursaluna here. We don't need to waste our Healing Wish yet. And now we can click Facade. Alright. Enamorus goes down. Palafin comes in. Has a free Jet Punch opportunity. Could even Terra Water, I think, with 2 KO everything, except Cresselia, perhaps? Alright, Palafin, obviously we need Ursaluna to win this game. So we're gonna sack something else. Solgaleo looks most useless to me. Terra Water Jet Punch list. Oh my god, 54? Is that real? Now we go Slowking. I think the play is Slowking, Psyshock. This Jet Punch is going to do a lot, by the way. But I think we want Chip on this, and then we sack Cresselia, Slowking again. Try to win with Ursaluna in endgame, perhaps. That did 43. What the hell? All right, I'm going Cresselia here. Let's see if we can eat 2 jet punches. We can't. Wow, Palafin is so cheap. Oh, thank God. Yeah, I think we just click Psyshock. I think we lose unless Draco misses versus Ursaluna. In that case, that would be a travesty. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Alright. I like the hard gouge. I'm gonna Trick Room here. Hopefully it's just Outrage or something. Nope. Alright, Blitz should knock us out. Nice. I wonder if max special attack Scald actually kills Gouge. It doesn't. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, I am eliminated round 1. Oh no! This is the worst thing ever. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I think that played that well. I think keeping Ursaluna to Healing Wish it back up was probably a dub, but yeah, I'm okay with that. And we got to see Palafin do a lot of Palafin things, which I'm really hyped about. So that was pretty fun. GG. Alright, with me, everybody, I have Nat, who achieved ultimate victory versus me with some very nice plays with Choice Band,
Hello.
Palafin, and Gouging Fire doing Gouging Fire things. Hello, hello. How did you
Hello,
feel
hello.
about the OUBLs as the winner? Did you feel like any in particular, Ursaluna, were troublesome, or how did you feel about that?
Oh yeah, I mean, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. You kind of made it easy on me and used Teleport Solgaleo as one of your 2 Uber choices. But other
I
than
thought
that,
it was so cool.
yeah, I mean,
He's teleported.
it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. But it also like if you have 2 Brokens, I think you want like them
Oh,
both to just be really
absolutely.
menacing and do damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's a really cool
absolutely.
idea though. Is it really the only thing that gets like Trick Room and Teleport?
I
There's no way you needed like.
I think Deoxys defense gets it, but I feel like
Okay.
Solgaleo, the typing made more sense for it. And the bulk, like, it took 20% from Volt Switch Regibull. I was like,
It
damn.
did. Well, I mean, it was minus. Oh wait, no, yeah, it did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from
Okay. Yeah.
plus
Yeah.
0.
Yeah.
But you were like AV, like a
Mhm.
really tanky spread, so maybe you weren't
Yeah, I
max
was super
special
AV.
attack. Yeah.
Yeah, I was modest, 16 special attack. I don't know
Yeah.
why. I was just like I felt like AV was gonna be good into a lot of the like
Oh, 100%.
Ubers that we'd be having. You
Yeah,
know what
like
I mean?
Iron Bundle, like a Lecky. You know, I actually thought that was really cool. The Raging Bullet Assault Vest set. We never saw that
Thank you.
interaction into Ursaluna when Ursaluna wasn't overused, right? But you actually do kind of trade really well into it. Like you did 77
Yeah.
with Draco, and I did 47.
I think yeah, it was like
with
77,
EP.
85 was the roll or something. Like 70 to 85 was
Yeah,
the roll or
like, that's
something.
crazy.
And then
Raging Bullet is
yeah,
that
I mean
guy.
I am like max HP with like 240 Spadef EVs, so it's definitely
Oh
like
yeah, for sure.
pretty much
for
just
sure.
designed, but it still hits really hard just because it's like a raging bolt. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's
the
like,
fact that you're not max
yeah.
and you did like 80% to an Ursaluna is
yeah,
pretty insane.
and you're max HP too, so it's like
Yeah, always
yeah.
max HP on Trick Room for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think like looking at the matchup, I was like looking for psychic terrain and didn't see any. So I was like, all right, Lax has 2 attackers and that's it. Both of them bears, and everything else is just support. So I felt pretty good. Besides like
Yeah.
I don't know, like obviously Ursaluna's tough, but I knew I had the sash to get rocks up. I knew I had
Oh, that
double
was
priority.
also super sick. Yeah, I like that. And,
Yeah.
and such an
I
offensive
didn't have
threat
it for Trick
build
Room.
meta.
It was just like I'd rather have that with spin than like Glamora or something. You know what I mean?
No, 100%,
So, yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just had double priority just for like Sun because my speed control wasn't great besides like Scarf and Amorous.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I mean, the priority worked out just in reverse. Just instead of like being outsped,
Yeah.
I was being undersped. You know what I mean? So yeah,
You
yeah.
know-
No, I think they're definitely like you see on the forums. I mean, I don't know about these days, but I used to see on the forums people calling for like certain stuff to be unbanned and whatnot.
Mhm.
I think most of it would be pretty ridiculous, honestly. I feel like Solgaleo maybe wouldn't be that broken, but maybe we'd be sick of it after a while.
Yeah, and
Other than
obviously
that,
today we didn't
most
get to
stuff
see Solgaleo at its best.
We did,
Click a
yeah. We
Trick
got to
Room
see it click
teleport.
Did it click any other moves? No, it clicked
No,
Trick
it
Room and
didn't. I'm like
teleport,
knock off
once.
Morning
That was it.
Sun.
That was it.
Yeah, maybe a
You
little
could have had that
Sabotage.
been like a slow poke, and that would have been it. The same effect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a tough pill to swallow. But yeah, I was
But
pretty
Ursaluna's
impressed
probably
with
the most
the
broken.
Palafin with that Terra Water choice span doing
Yeah.
54 to Solgaleo with Magic Speed. That's damage. That's
Yeah, that's
pretty good
ridiculous.
damage,
It's silly. Yeah, it's very silly. Just adamant. You know, it has so many multipliers, and then it's, you know, hero form. What is it, like 160 attack or something ridiculous? So, yeah,
man. Yeah.
I think it's probably like, if I had to guess, it's a bit weird, right? Because some obviously these mons might be trash in Ubers,
Mhm.
but some of them which are worse, maybe worse than Ubers, like are probably better than some of the Ubers when you put them in like an OU metagame.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
100%.
mean?
It's a
Like
very
Palafin
weird
can't really
balance.
do
Yeah.
Palafin things. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Palafin and
you know,
Ubers.
it was fun.
So trash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining.
I wish it was no ban. Yeah, for sure. Sorry, what'd you say?
Oh no, I was just saying thank you for joining. We'll catch you for round 2. Make
Oh,
sure
yeah,
to
of
check
course.
out Nat's channel. She's gonna be uploading a ton of ladder content. So I know you guys
Okay, I
love
don't know
that.
about a ton.
Definitely check-
Here and there.
All
Here
right.
and there.
Yeah, maybe a ton is generous, but it'll be
We're
high
keeping
level
it chill. Keeping
content.
it chill.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it will be.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be unique for sure. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you for
Okay.
joining, and we will catch you for the next round. Peace.
Thanks for having me.